fellow collectors, and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at Bartman from the Simpsons 5-inch line of figures from Jakks Pacific. So as far as I know, that this is a Walmart exclusive. I don't know if that's the same in all countries or if it's going to open up later on, but at least for right now in the US, Bartman is a Walmart exclusive. You can see here in the packaging he comes with a slingshot and a skateboard. My guess is that's the exact same skateboard that came with the normal Bart figure, but we'll take a look at that later on. The Bartman persona for Bart, I don't think was ever actually seen in the show. I could be wrong about that. It was just kind of something that was on like a lot of merchandise t-shirts and things like that back in the day. It's just kind of like a superhero that Bart creates for himself. He has the mask, as you can see, and a different colored shirt. So packaging's pretty standard for this line. You have the family members around the box. Have Maggie and Marge up top. You have Bart over here on the side. You have Homer kind of starting on the side and continuing over here. And then here's Lisa. Over on this side, you have a nice kind of zoom in of the figure's head. So if you wanted to keep all these boxes and stack them side by side, could be kind of nice, maybe for the background of a display, something like that. Not really anything going on down here on the bottom. And then over here, you can see here is the figure on the skateboard with his slingshot and the other figures that are available. This is the first wave of the 5-inch figures. I've taken a look at Bart. I have been able to find Homer and Otto. I'm trying to wait till I find Groundskeeper Willie to do the rest of these three all together, but I cannot find him anywhere. For whatever reason, at Walmart they had a lot of these three, so I was able to get these two, but no Groundskeeper Willie. I don't know if he's a short pack or something. I don't know what's going on with that, but hopefully I can find him eventually, because I think Wave 2 is almost on its way. So I'm going to go ahead and get Bartman out of the packaging here, and we'll take a closer look. Here is Bartman out of the packaging. I think he looks pretty good. I think they did a really nice job. We have the mask molded onto the head there. I think that works really well. You have the cape here on the back. This is actually kind of molded in place. It doesn't really move at all, which is nice because it doesn't flop around, but at the same time it does hinder the shoulder articulation ever so slightly, and we'll see that in a moment. He does have the slingshot here that he can hold. It's not the best grip though, honestly. If you move it around too much, he tends to drop it, but it does fit in the hand. Mostly it's just between the index finger and the thumb, but he can hold it there. He's got a closed fist over here, which I think is kind of a weird option for a slingshot, but I'm going to take it out of his hand for now so we can take a look at the figure. So again, I think the head looks really nice. I like the angry expression. I love how that's kind of molded on, so it's absolutely a new head. I think the rest of the figure is exactly the same as the normal Bart. Just obviously the shirt is now a light blue as opposed to red, but we have the head swivel from side to side. We have a hinge and a rotation in the shoulder. We have a swivel where the kind of shirt sleeve meets the arm. You have a hinge and a rotation at the elbow. And then you have a hinge and a rotation at the wrist. You have kind of a ball joint here where the waist kind of meets the shirt, so that can move side to side, move in and out a little bit. You have ball joints here in the waist, so you can kind of kick a little bit forward. Can't really kick all that forward or all that back or really all that out to the side, but I would say maybe 45 degrees in every direction, something like that. You do have a swivel where the short meets the leg, as well as a hinge and a swivel at the knee, and then you have a swivel for the shoe as well. So a decent amount of articulation in the leg. I think it's everything you'd need, and just all in all, I think it's a really cool looking figure. Here is the skateboard that is included, and just to show off, it is exactly the same as the one that came with Bart. So if you already have the Bart figure, you're going to get the exact same skateboard here. There are really no differences that I can see whatsoever, but it does peg into the bottom of his foot pretty easily. So we'll peg that in there, and then he can be riding his skateboard if you like. And then to compare him to the normal Bart figure, you can see that they're the exact same size. Pretty much everything from the neck down is the same with the exception of the color of the shirt. And he has an open hand as opposed to a closed fist. And because the hands are the same, he can also hold the slingshot. So if you would rather give this to normal Bart as opposed to Bartman, you absolutely can. And I kind of feel like this hand lends itself better to oppose with the slingshot. So this actually, I think, in my opinion, works better for Bart than it does for Bartman. But still very cool. I'm glad that the slingshot is given to us in some form, because it is kind of a synonymous accessory for Bart, so I think that's definitely a good inclusion there. But like I said, it does seem like it was meant for Bart, but maybe just the budget didn't warrant it, and that's why they put it in here, just to, you know, get it to us. But yeah, I really like the look of Bartman. I think it's a really cool costume. I've always kind of liked it. It's simple, but the colors are great. And it's kind of nice to have both versions of him here. And like I said, the head is definitely an entirely new sculpt because you have a different expression for the eyes and the mask is molded on there. It's not, I mean, obviously it's similar. You know, they didn't have to change much. But it's not like they just took this head and painted it purple. That would have been kind of a bummer to me. So I really do like what they've done here. Again, skateboards are exactly the same, so that's a bit of a bummer. But I think this is pretty cool here. Nice little figure. If you enjoyed the Bart, I think you'll definitely love the Bartman. So that's going to do it for this one, but I think it's definitely a fun little figure, and these are only about $12.99 a piece. I think that's perfectly reasonable for a nicely detailed, nicely articulated 5-inch figure. Now again, Bart's a shorter character, so he himself is not actually 5 inches, but that's the, you know, standard size of a character in the line, so Bart's going to be a little shorter. But even still, 2 accessories, plus I really like the mask and the cape. I think it just really works. I've always liked this design for Bart. Like I said, I don't think it ever showed up in the show, but I think they used it in like commercials and merchandise. I know there was a dance, Do the Bartman, although I don't know if he was actually dressed like this during that dance. It was kind of like a music video they did. In any case, this is a cool little figure, Walmart exclusive, so if you're looking for him, definitely check it out. Check out your local Walmarts to try to get a hold of him. But yeah, very cool. Definitely like him quite a bit, and can't recommend him enough. If you're enjoying the Simpsons line like me, definitely going to want to add this one to the collection. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks so much for watching.